And all those years, when I redid third grade, there was this one kid in that class that was a jerk. I don't know what his problem was. He was always just trying to get under my skin. Let's name him. Yeah, wait, didn't I name him Willie? I didn't name him Willie. We'll name him Willie. Now, Willie was kind of a jerk, but once we made fun of each other more, we got to know we started to have conversations and stuff. And we got to understand that we had a lot in common. So, we're like, we should hang out sometime. He's like, yeah, all right, that sounds good. So we hang out, and then we turn out to be like good friends, like on and off, very a lot, like a lot. Like we hate each other, and then we're best friends again. We hate each other, and we're best friends again, over and over and over. And yeah, and he was also good friends with Eric too, like on and off. Then, cause he thought that me and Eric were the cool kids, I guess. But whatever. I didn't think we were that great. We were just kind of rebels because we didn't really do work. We just fucked around all day. And then, so me and Willie started to become good friends. And we're hanging out like every week, like almost every weekend. And so he doesn't know about Jacob because I didn't tell him about Jacob or anything because there was no point. He didn't really need to know about him. And so we'll fast forward to last summer, and I was 15, and me and Willie were still on and off good friends. He just got out of the. I don't think I want to explain. He got out of the hospital uh, a few days before we hung out. I'm not going to say why because that's his private business. And so he comes over, and my mom doesn't really trust him that much because of why he was in the hospital, and she was scared for him. And I told him I need to be there for him because I'm his friend, and I need to be there for him. And so he comes over. His mom brings him. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? He's like, yeah, I'm good. So he gets there, and we're playing games, and then we're eating snacks, we're eating drinking soda, and like, hey mom, can we go outside for a bit and just hang out? She's like, yeah, sure. So it's probably around 10 o'clock, and we start to do prank calls. We start to prank call each other's friends, and most of them are like very, very harmless, like nothing terribly mean, like stupid shit like, is your refrigerator running? And then I get the smart idea to say, you know what, let's prank call Jacob. He won't say anything wrong, right? Of course. So I'm like, hey, prank calls my friend Jacob. He's like, alright. So I give him the phone number. He types it in. He's calling. It's on speakerphone. And it's ringing, ringing. Then there's like, picks up. Jacob picks up. Hello? And then Willie's like, hey, how are you? He's like, who is this? And he's like, I'm the guy that's gonna rape your mom. And I fucking froze. My mouth dropped. I'm like, what? And I'm thinking in my head, what the fuck did he just say? Did he actually just say that? And then he's like, what did you just say? Now, Jacob, his mom's is the only one that has really been taking care of him, and his grandma, so he doesn't like jokes. He's not the joke kind of kid. Especially when they're that offensive like that. He takes them very seriously, which is very understandable. And, so he's like, I'm joking. Willie's like, I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm this kid's friend. And he says my name. And I'm like, what the hell? First things first, he said I'm gonna rape your mom. Second things second, he doesn't even know him. And he says my name. And then he hangs up. Like, Jacob hangs up. He starts laughing. I'm like, why the fuck did you say that? Then Jacob calls me. And he's like, why are you giving my number out to people? And I said, I didn't give my number out to anyone. Because I was trying to cover it up, thinking it wasn't me. And he's like, someone just called me and saying it was your friend. And I said, oh, my friend must have taken my phone. And then he's like, I know you're lying. And I say, I'm sorry, I really had no idea that he would say something like that. That's so messed up. And then I don't even know why I lied about it. I should have just been very honest about it. And then he's like, yeah, dude, I don't think we're gonna talk anymore. I don't know why you do that to me. And I said, I'm really sorry. I really didn't think you would say anything that messed up. Can we talk about this later? Can we talk about this? He was like, nah, man, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. I'm like, all right, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't think he would say anything that messed up. I thought he was just gonna be a harmless call. And he hangs up. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, sorry. I go inside. And then I say, we messed up to my mom. And I tell her what happened. I didn't tell her what he said. I said, like, we prank called my friend Jacob and blah, 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 blah. And then he goes to my room. And then I get a call from his mom. I pick up the phone. I'm like, hello? Oh, no, wait. His mom calls him, Willie, and starts yelling at him. And then and then he hangs up on her. And then she calls me, and I answer. And then she starts yelling at me. And then I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't think he would say anything like that. I thought he was just going to say something funny, and it would be okay. And she still starts yelling at me, thinking it was my fault. I mean, yes, it was my fault that I gave him the number and thinking I could trust him. But I guess I couldn't. And she's like, you may have just lost your best friend. And I say, I'm so sorry. I really didn't think. I didn't think that anything like this would happen. She's like, yeah, that's where you're wrong. That's where you messed up. You thought. And then she hangs up. And I start to cry because I'm losing my best friend. And I start to tell my mom everything because I'm scared. I'm thinking that it would fix whatever happened. And Willie's crying because my mom was yelling at him because of what he said. Just like, what the hell are you thinking? Why would you do that? Why would you say anything like that? And I'm just like, why the fuck would he say that? And then I'm just still crying in the living room because I have no idea what to do. I'm trying to call him, but he blocked my number. So Willie calls his mom, tells her that she has to pick him up because my mom said so. My mom told her everything what he said. She leaves, and I'm still crying. My mom comforts me, and I'm just waiting for a response back. His mom calls my mom, tells everything. And yeah. And then I didn't talk to Willie for a very, very long time. For about, or not even that long. Like, should never talk to him again. Really. And she's like, Jacob has blocked him on everything. He can try his best to salvage your friendship, but I don't think anything will happen. So I start to cry more, and I pretty much just cry myself to sleep. And then, yep, that was it. That's what happened. And the thing that really makes me the most angriest about what Willie did was after it happened, months after we talk again, we play Fortnite together. One time, and then Eric joins the party, and we're playing together. And then I start to talk about what he did, and then Eric's like, "Why did he snitch on his mom?" And then Willie's like, "Yeah, what the fuck? What a little bitch! He can't handle anything." I'm like, "Oh, well, you guys don't know Jacob like I do. He's not that kind of person." And he's shit talking him, and that made me the most angry. So I just never talked to him again after that, and that's how I lost my best friend, Jacob.